إنا أنزلناه قرآنا عربيا لعلكم تعقلون.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله حمدا كثيرا طيبا مباركا فيه كما يحب ربنا ويرضاه. This is lesson 2 of phase 2 in the series, The Basics of Arabic Reading and Writing. Last lesson we spoke about 6 unique letters in terms of joining. These 6 letters were Alif, Dal, Dhal, Ra, Zai, and Waw. Whenever these 6 letters appear anywhere in a word, whether at the beginning, the middle, or at the end, you always have to leave a small gap because you can never join them with the letter that comes after them. Whereas every other letter aside from these 6 letters, you are able to join them from the left side as well as the right side. In today's class, we are going to look at another group of letters. These letters that we're going to look at in this lesson are known as al-huruful khamsa. Al-huruful khamsa, which literally means the 5 letters. The 5 letters. What are these 5 letters? These 5 letters are Ba, Ta, Tha, Noon, and Ya. These are al-huruful khamsa. Why are they grouped together? Or why are they called huruful khamsa? They are called huruful khamsa because these 5 letters, they share the same rulings. What does that mean exactly? That means these 5 letters, when they appear at the beginning of a word, they look exactly the same. The only difference is going to be the dots. That's the only thing that makes them different. But they are going to appear exactly the same when they come in the beginning of a word. And the same when they appear in the middle of a word. But when they come at the end of the word, Noon is going to be different. And Ya is also going to be different. So only at the end, there's a slight difference between these 5 letters. But in the beginning, in the middle, they are exactly the same. This is why they're known as al-huruful khamsa. Al-huruful khamsa. Okay, let's begin explaining how these letters look like when they are at the beginning, the middle, and the end. We said Ba, when it comes at the beginning of a word, it's written like this. So we have a curvy line that comes down like this. Before touching the line, it curves. Then we follow the line along, and then we go up the same way we came down. But this is going to be slightly shorter than this. This is the shape for Ba. This is the shape for Ta. And this is the shape for Tha. So it looks exactly the same. Only difference is the dots. This is when they're written individually. That's Ba, Ta, and Tha. Okay? As for Noon, we mentioned that Noon is a drop-down letter. So we have to go down. And it goes like this. Curvy line extends like this. And this is shorter than this. Yeah, this is going to be shorter than this part. And the dot goes here. This is Noon. And this shape was the same shape for the end of Sin, for the end of Sheen, for the end of Sad, for the end of Dad, and was also the same shape for Qaf. If you remember, Qaf took the same shape. And also Ya, you could say, because Ya goes like this, and then from here is exactly the same shape. In fact, Ya is the next letter, so you can see how similar they look. Ya is also a drop-down letter. So we start from the top, looks like this, then we go down. So from here, it's going to be exactly the same as the Noon. And it stops there. Let's do the 2 dots for the Ya. Okay, so these are the 5 letters written individually. 5 letters, the other 3 are here. Ba, Ta, and Tha. Noon and Ya. Al-huruful khamsa. When they're written individually, they look like this. Okay? طيب. So at the beginning now, we said at the beginning, they're all going to be looking the same. In the middle, they're all going to be looking the same. The difference is when they come at the end. So I'm just going to use this line to do all of them because they look exactly the same. At the beginning of the word, they're going to look like this. We're just going to cut this from the ba, ta, and tha and use that. That's how they're going to appear at the beginning. So this is the huruf al-khamsa when they appear at the beginning. The difference between the 5 letters is positioning and the numbering of the dots. And the dots, they're either going to appear on top of this line or below this line, which the calligraphers refer to as a sinna, a tooth. طيب. So if it's ba, 1 dot below it. If it's ta, 2 dots above it. If it's tha, 3 dots. If it's noon, obviously it's going to have 1 dot. If it's ya, we have 2 dots. So this is huruf al-khamsa at the beginning. Very easy. It's just the start of here, this part. Okay, as for the middle, when they come in the middle of a word, huruf al-khamsa, I'm just going to use this and continue on. So this is my joining line. My joining line is here, extends from there. And then when it comes in the middle, you raise it like this. You do another spike basically, or another sinna. Yeah, so you go like this, you go up, and then you continue. So this spike represents the huruf al-khamsa when it's in the middle. If I want to do ba, I place the dot below the sinna. Noon, dot there. Ta, like that. Tha, like that. Ya, like that. So this is huruf al-khamsa in the middle. Now we're going to do the huruf al-khamsa when they appear at the end. And this is where the difference is. So notice how in the beginning, in the middle, they are exactly the same. In the end now, I'm going to begin with these 3. These 3 appear exactly the same. How is that? You use the individual letter and you put it at the end. So here, the joining line, and then I do this. So at the joining line, and then it remains on top of the line. It remains on top of the line. And the dots here now, they are exactly the same as how they will be written individually. So the ba would go here. Notice how in the middle, the dots go on top of the spike or below the spike, this sinna or tooth. But in the end, it comes where it's in its original position. So ba would go here, ta would go here, and the tha would go here. How about noon? Where do I place the dot for noon? Well, this is not noon. I can't use this for noon, and I can't use this for ya. We said that noon and ya at the end, they appear differently. So this is, I can't make noon like this. طيب. So I'll do again. Noon in the end now. Okay, noon in the end, I have to go under the line. So it's written the same way it's written individually. So we've just taken noon, how it is written individually, and put it at the end. That's how it's going to appear. Ba, ta, and tha, the same way it's written individually, that's how it's going to appear. And the same for ya. So let me start again. And then ya, I'm going to do this. Notice how I just joined it from here. If I raise it and go up, then it's going to be a different letter there. I'll show you inshallah towards the end. طيب. So this could be ba, this could be ta, tha, this could be noon, this could be ya. And same for this. But this is only ya. Okay? This is ya in the end. This is noon in the end. This is ba, ta, and tha in the end. The difference is in the end. As for the middle and the beginning, huruf al-khamsa look exactly the same. They look exactly the same. Okay, the homework, I want you to do 1 row of this. Ba, ta, and tha, 1 row of them. So however many you can fit in 1 row. So that's ba, that's ta, and that's tha. So this could be ba, ta, tha, or noon or ya. But I want you to do this. I want you to make this a ba, make this a ta, and make this a tha. Fill 1 row of this. How this is joined. طيب. The next row, I want you to do exactly the same. Exactly the same. Same thing at the start. But instead of ba and ta, I want you to make it a noon. So noon, noon, and then noon at the end. Noon at the end. One row of this. The third row, I want you to do it like this. So ya, and then ya. One row of this. Okay? So 3 rows. That's the homework. So everything that we mentioned, how the ba, ta, tha, noon, and ya look like when they're in the middle, in the beginning, and in the end of words, this is something that is essential, the foundation. Everyone needs to know that. What I'm going to mention now, this is additionary notes and extra benefits. If you miss this out, or if you don't understand, then it's okay. It's okay. With regards to the teeth, the sinna, these are called spikes or teeth. Yeah? Every one rising is a sinna. So if there's ba, ta, tha, or noon, ya, which appear in a row, consecutive in a word, then there's a rule which says you have to, if there's 3 of them like this, we have to make one of them higher than the rest. So if we leave this like this looks like a sin now. And if you put 3 dots on top, it looks like a sheen. The rule says if there's 3 of them which appear next to each other like this, then you have to raise the middle one. So I would do this. I would raise the middle one. Raising the middle one differentiates it from sin, basically. So this could be ba, this could be ya, and this could be ta at the end. طيب. So raising one of them if there's more than 3. If there's 5 now, for example, if there's 5 of these, then I would raise the middle one again. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here, I would raise this one. I would raise this one. طيب. So for example, if this was this word, I would raise the middle one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sinna or sinin, 5 spikes. You raise the middle one to differentiate it from sin and sheen. Bear this in mind. And if there's more than this, then you would raise every other one. Every other one you would raise it. Every other one. So you make it different. This is point number 1. Point number 2 is that these letters that we've taken, they may be written differently depending on the letter that comes after it. So if it's at the beginning of a word, you might see sometimes in the Quran that it's written like this. What is this? This is ba, or ta, or tha, or noon, or ya. The huruf al-khamsa basically. Yeah? When it comes in the beginning of the word, sometimes you might see it written like this. Okay? When is it written like this? It's written like this if it's followed by 3 letters only. What are these 3 letters? Jim, ha, or kha. If it's followed by jim, ha, or kha, the huruf al-khamsa at the beginning are written like this. Sometimes you have this option. If you don't want to take this option, you can just do this. Yeah, and write it like this normally. So this foundation is there always. Or you can do it like this. You can write it like this, on top of the letter or besides the letter like this. But this is something that you should be aware of. Very important. And the dots for ya and ba, the ones that appear at the bottom, they're going to be written here at the end, towards the side of the letter, because we don't want it to be confusing now. If we put the ba, for example, here, then is this a jim or is this a ba? It's going to be confusing, which is why if, for example, it was ba and jim, the dot for ba will come here and the dot for jim will come in the middle here. So this is ba, jim. If it was ya, jim, jim. If it's noon kha, also another way of something else that could be confusing is noon kha, because both of them appear at the top. Kha, the dot would go here and the noon would go here. So this is noon, kha. So this is one way of writing it. Yeah, like this. Like this. Okay? This only comes with jim, ha, and kha when it's written at the beginning. Bear this in mind. طيب. So we mentioned this is one way of writing it. The other way of writing it is sometimes it can look like this. See, this is one way where it comes like this. Yeah? And the other way it comes like this. With this, it only comes with jim, ha, and kha. And with this, you can also use it with jim, ha, and kha. And it also comes with ra and za form number 2. Ra and za form number 2. Yeah, this form. This can come with this ra, za, and ra and za form number 2, and it can also come with meme. This meme form number 2 that we took. So sometimes you might have it like this, and this can come not only with jim, ha, and kha, but it can also come with ra and za or meme. So with meme, for example, I would do this. So this may be tha and meme, or ya and meme, or ba and meme, noon and meme. Huruf al-khamsa generally when it comes at the beginning. Thumma, you could write it like this. Okay, that's with meme. With ra, this ra, not the other ra, yeah? With this ra, might come like this. This might be ba and ra, or ya and ra, or noon and ra. So this just appearing like this could be a ba, ta, tha, noon, ya. The huruf al-khamsa can appear like this. And the same with jim, and the same with the placing of the dots. The dots would come here for ya, noon, or ya, ba. طيب. So you have this way, or you have this way of writing the huruf al-khamsa. This is very important to know, because sometimes you might come across this form of writing in the Quran and you think, oh, what's this? What's this letter? So if you know this in advance, this is going to help you greatly, inshallah. Another form of the huruf al-khamsa is when it looks like this. You might see huruf al-khamsa appearing like this at the beginning of a word. When does it appear like this? It appears like this when it's followed by sin and sheen only. When it's followed by sin and sheen only, it appears like this. Ba, noon, ya, ta, tha. Naam, the huruf al-khamsa, when they appear at the beginning. You might see it like this. If you look at your Quran, anytime you see Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, you see it written like this. So ba and sin. You see it like this. Sometimes you can take this part off. Yeah, this part can come off. And if it comes off like this, it can be in the beginning or it can be in the middle. If it's followed by sin or sheen, the huruf al-khams, when they appear in the middle or at the beginning, they can look like this also. So bear that in mind as well. That's point number 3. Point number 4, and this is the final point, is when huruf al-khams appear in the middle, they can sometimes look like this. So it rises, and then we have this. This could be ya, noon, yani huruf al-khamsa generally. When does it appear like this? It appears like this when it's followed by noon and ra. This type of ra, form number 1. If it's followed by ra or noon, then it appears like this. So if we was to do noon at the end, we'll do like this. And it stops there. This could be ya, noon, ba, any of the huruf al-khamsa, but usually you'll find that it's ya. Most of the time you find that it's ya, but it could be any of the huruf al-khamsa. So this is when it comes with noon or ra. So that's noon. If I was to do ra, I'll do like this. This is only if it comes in the middle, yani second to last, and it's followed by noon or ra. It can appear like this. This is also something important for you to bear in mind, inshallah. On a final note, sometimes the dots for ta and tha, instead of being written side by side, they might be written on top of one another. So this is ta. And sometimes ya is written like this. So to summarize what we mentioned, if we was to do ba, ta, and tha, so ba, ta, and tha, so there's 3 teeth basically. So if there's 3 teeth, I have to raise one of them. So I'm going to do like this. Ba, ta, tha. This is not a word, this is just to practice. If you want to do one row of this, that would be very good. The other thing that we mentioned, if it was to do, for example, ba, ya, and noon. Ba, ya, and noon now. So noon is coming at the end, and there's a harf from the huruf al-khamsa coming before it. So we do this. Raise it like this, and do this. If you want to do a row of this, this is very good. And the similar thing for ya. Ya, imagine this is ya at the beginning. Ya at the end, I can do this, and then do ya like the way we just did before. Another way of doing it is this. Instead of doing that, I can raise this and use this part. You see this part here? I could use this part to represent huruf al-khamsa. So ya at the end can appear like this. Yani, yeah, like this, where it either joins like this, or you could have the original shape there. If the original shape is there, then this is representing a letter. It could be a noon, it could be any of the huruf al-khamsa. This is something very important to bear in mind, because if you don't know this stuff, then it's not explained to you, then you might be confused when you come across them. You might think, what is this? But if you know, you have an understanding that it can appear in different ways, it's going to help you immensely, inshallah, in your reading and also in your writing, inshallah. If you want to practice writing them in these forms, then this is very good. Because we have the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, I think I'm going to add another homework. I'm going to give you another homework, extra homework. Homework number 1, I want you to join these letters, yeah? So alif, I'm writing them individually, and I want you to join them. So alif, ba, ta, and ya. How would alif, ba, ta, and ya look like when they're joined? I want you to write this. Taib, number 2 is ba, ya, and ta. Number 3 is ya, ta, tha, ba, ta. Number 4 is ra, ba, noon, alif. These 4, I want you to join them together. If it joins, join it. If it doesn't join, from the letters that don't join it. I want you to do this as homework also, alongside the homework that we mentioned previously. طيب, please revise and do your homework. سبحانك اللهم بحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك.